Hello, I'm Adele for Silver Surfers. Today I'm joined by top makeup artist Lizzie Court, and she's going to talk to me about how to minimise under-eye dark circles using fabulous makeup techniques.
Hi Adele, I believe you've come to me today because you've got a beauty question, a makeup question that you'd like to ask me.
Yeah, thanks for seeing me. The issue I'm finding as I'm getting older that the dark circles under my eyes are becoming more and more noticeable. And I've always worn makeup, but I'm finding it really, really difficult to cover them now. And I just wondered if you had any advice you could give me, please.
Yeah, there's, unfortunately, as we do get older, we sometimes have to just tweak our makeup a little bit. Products that you've used for years and years and years may just not hit the mark. And you might just have to maybe add another little thing, take one off, be a bit more moisturising. So for dark circles, whereas before you may never have had to use it, you might now have to use a colour corrector, which will help take and neutralise the pigmentation, which, as you say, has got a little bit darker as you've got older. So I'm going to show you how to use a peach corrector. And depending on your skin tone, if you've got a very dark, say maybe you're Afro-Caribbean, you would be probably using like quite a strong orange colour. And then the lighter your skin, you're probably using a light peach to a medium peach. So probably with you, you've got a warmish skin tone where we'll probably use like a medium peach, and I'll show you how to put that on. Then to put your corrector over your concealer over the top, and that should hopefully minimise it all and give you a flawless finish.
Fabulous.
Let's get started. So firstly, you need to really make sure that area is well moisturised. As you get older, skin can dry out a little bit. So I'm just going to use an under eye moisturiser. Nothing too heavy, it's very delicate, this area. And just pat a little bit on. So you don't want a product that's too greasy either, because if you're putting grease over the top of grease, it's just going to slide. And I know a lot of people, find that concealer just won't stay on. And that can sometimes be because the moisturiser and then the concealer on top, it's just too greasy and it's not being set either. So we just pat that on. Suntan, like an SPF protector, is also highly valuable as we get older, just to protect our skin from the sun rays. So the moisturiser I'm using has got an SP 50 in it. Again, this is nice and light. So let's make sure that's all there. Pat off any excess. Again, for that reason that I said before, you want your products to stay on your skin and not move. So you never want to pull on this area. It's always just gentle tapping. And then, so that's the peach tone that I've chosen for you. It's a little Bobbi Brown product, this one. And just with a flattish brush, I'm just going to place it under this eye area, starting from the corner and working out.
So you're not using your finger to apply?
No, I'm going to blend it with my finger in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you just close your eyes as well, because you've got a little bit of dark pigmentation above, so again, this will help to even that. Less is more. You can always add to the top, on top of this. So we're just going to blend that now. Nice if it's just warmed up with a clean finger. You can use a makeup sponge as well, which I'll show you. I'm just going to use a little triangular makeup sponge. Again, don't drag the skin at all. So you kind of just want to be patting it and blending it in nice and gently. Right, if you need a little bit more, you can add a bit more on top of that. going to blend it with another brush. Just open your eyes for me. I just want to see how that's going. And that already is taking down that dark, the pigmentation.
So it's really worth spending time blending this really carefully,
Yeah.
because it's the base for the rest of your makeup.
It's the base for the rest of your makeup, and obviously you want it to look flawless. You know, you have got we do get fine lines, so you need to, you know, you don't want them to be exaggerated and be showing more. Brilliant. So, concealer wise, I'm going to use a concealer on you, probably a tone lighter than your natural skin tone. Again, there is such a variety. Some have got pigmented, like lightening, tiny pigments of lightening sort of powder in them, which will brighten the eye area. Some are thicker, which will conceal more. Then there are much lighter ones, which are more moisturising, so if you've got dryness under the sky. So depending on what you feel is your product, you know, what your need is, look for the concealer of that type. So this one is a Laura Mercier one. Again, so I'm actually going to put this in dots, starting a line here. And then we're just going to dot round in this area here. You don't want to put it all over the face. It is purely for the under eye. Yeah. And then we just blend that in again. So start inside corner, just softly blend out. And just close right a second. So I'm actually almost like softening and patting that concealer. So it kind of warms into the skin. So we're going to add your foundation now on top of your concealer, which again is like the third layer that will just soften everything and blend all of this in. So I'm using a large foundation brush, starting centre and working out.
And this presumably would be the foundation that I would use all over
Yeah.
my face. Yeah.
When you get to that eye area, you don't want to be pulling off all your hard work. So be gentle and sort of more pat on and sort of press in. And then blend out.
It's quite amazing to feel all the different brush strokes, the patting or smoothing or dabbing.
Yeah, I mean,
you can see the artistry that you can achieve using the brushes.
well, obviously, I mean, if you've got your concealer on and then you're pulling again with another brush, all you're going to do is move it all out, and you're going to end up with nothing there. So you want to pat it into the skin and take your brushes up, because you want to be going with the skin. You don't want to be dragging it, pulling it down, and getting a nice coverage that's nice and even. Also, as we say, make sure you blend under the jawline. close your eyes again. Put your foundation over the top of your eyelid as well. Many people sort of forget about this area, and it's a good base for your eyeshadow, eyeliner. So I'm just going to set that concealer now with a very light translucent powder. And I'm going to use a large flat brush, and I'm going to literally press it onto that area.
I'd be quite nervous about using powder because I'd be concerned it would settle in the lines under my eyes.
Well, by pressing it in, you're getting a nice flawless finish, and then any excess you just wipe off. So it's just taking out that little bit of excess, so the concealer will stay, and it's very light. So it's not dragging again, it's just delicately pushing it in. So now I'm just going to brush off any excess, and then we can carry on with the rest of your makeup. Just close that a second.
Fantastic, thank you.